Applying audio transitions. There are several ways to apply an audio crossfade to a sequence. You can, of course, drag an audio transition effect just as you would a video transition effect. But there are also useful shortcuts to speed up the process. Audio transitions have a default duration measured in seconds or frames. You can change the default duration by choosing Premiere Pro Preferences Timeline on Mac or Edit Preferences Timeline on Windows. Let's take a look at the 3 methods for applying audio transitions. Open the sequence called Audio. The sequence has several clips with audio. Play the sequence to review the contents. Open the Audio Transition Crossfade group in the Effects panel. Drag the exponential fade transition to the start of the first audio clip. Navigate to the end of the sequence. Right-click the right edge of the last clip in the sequence and choose Apply Default Transitions. A default video transition and default audio transition are added to the end of the clip. You can change the length of any transition by dragging its edge in the timeline. Drag to extend the audio transition you just created and then listen to the result. To polish the project, add an opening cross-dissolve transition effect to the video clip at the beginning of the sequence. Press Escape to deselect the transition effect you just adjusted. Move the playhead near the beginning of the sequence and press Command-D on Mac or Control-D on Windows to add the default video transition. You now have a fade from black at the beginning and fade to black at the end. Now, let's add a series of short audio dissolves to smooth out the sound mix. With the selection tool, hold Command plus Option on Mac or Control plus Alt on Windows and marquee all the audio edits between the clips on track Audio 1. Be careful not to select any video clips. Drag from below the audio clips to avoid accidentally selecting items on the video track. Pressing Option on Mac or Alt on Windows lets you temporarily unlink the audio clips from the video clips to isolate the transitions while making a selection. Press Shift Command-D on Mac or Shift Control-D on Windows to apply the default audio transitions to the selection. This keyboard shortcut applies the default transition effect to all selected clips. You exclusively selected audio clips, so Premiere Pro knows to add only audio transition effects. You could have pressed Shift-D, which is a shortcut to add an audio-only transition. However, if you include the Command key on Mac or Control key on Windows, you can choose the type of transition effect to apply based on the types of clip you select. Play the sequence to see and hear the changes you have made. Choose File Close to close the current project. Click Yes to save the file if you are prompted. It's common for audio editors to add 1-frame or 2-frame audio transitions to every cut in a sequence to avoid jarring pops when an audio clip begins or ends. If you set the default duration for audio transitions to 2 frames, you can select multiple clips and then choose Sequence Apply Audio Transition to quickly smooth your audio mix.